So, friends, a lot has happened, including IT raids on Dainik Bhaskar, on Bharat Samachar, which we would talk about in the evening. But right now, I have come to talk about what the opposition and what Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi in specific are doing. They have taken a big risk in Punjab. Sidhu has been made the state president. And would this have a similar effect in Karnataka and Rajasthan is what I have come to discuss. If you are joining for the first time, please subscribe to the channel and join in the live. So, firstly, let me tell you in brief. Sidhu was made the party president. Sidhu, a person who has spent 10, 12 years in BJP, joined Congress in 2017 and has become the party president. Captain Amrinder, who is not liked by the Gandhis, is a 79-year-old man, or not liked is a wrong word, not favored by the Gandhis, and is a 79-year-old man. And everybody thought Punjab Congress is winning easily. They have still made that change. But I will not talk about Punjab because we have talked enough about Punjab. Whether you agree with it, disagree with it, that has happened. I will talk about Rajasthan, Sachin Pilot versus Ashok Gehlot. Secondly, Karnataka, DK Shivkumar versus Sidramaiah. These two states, this fight is going on, and you need to understand what this fight is about. In Rajasthan, Sachin Pilot was made the Congress president. Vasundhara Raje from BJP had won a massive victory in 2019 or 2013. As the party president, Sachin Pilot worked on the ground. He thought he will be made the chief minister. The party won the election. Congress won the election. Ashok Gehlot, a two-time CM, was made the chief minister, and then the trouble started. You all remember last year how Sachin Pilot, who was the deputy chief minister, walked out of the state, enjoyed a hotel or a resort in Haryana, and is no longer the deputy chief minister or the party president. He is a next generation leader compared to Ashok Gehlot. I would say around 20-25 years age gap, age difference. He actually worked on the ground also. See, the problem in Rajasthan is of two strong people. If there is only one strong person, it's not a problem. Ashok Gehlot is, in my view, one of the smartest, shrewdest politicians in Congress. He has become chief minister 3 times, which is not easy to become. And he does not belong to a very, very dominant caste or community in Rajasthan in the sense of numbers. So for such a person to become, there is no doubt that he is one of the smartest, sharpest, most astute politicians. That is one. On the other side is Sachin Pilot, who is definitely emerged as a mass leader who can get the crowds behind him. Who, unlike a lot of second, third generation politicians, also worked on the ground. He worked on the ground. If you remember, 2013 was a massive BJP victory. I think 160 out of 200 seats. Congress was 20 or 25 seats. From 25 seats versus 160 seats, Congress formed the government, and a lot of credit has to go to the party president who led from the front, that is Sachin Pilot. So there, the problem is both are good contenders, and that is the problem for the party to decide. And then I will give you my opinion. Let me take a few questions. Sachin Pilot is better than Gehlot. I'm saying there's a problem for Congress because both are strong contenders. Sachin सिर्फ handsome है बल्कि experience I will not support anybody because वो handsome है या आपके हिसाब से handsome नहीं, मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? How would it matter to me whether a guy is handsome or not? I am giving you analysis based on the political realities. These are your opinions of who's handsome or who's not handsome. I have no idea how to respond to this comment. Now let me go. But sometimes it's funny to be on live. You get a funny comment which makes you laugh, and laughter is always good for the blood. It always is good. So always laugh. Anyways, now let me come into the serious point. So that is the Rajasthan problem. Sachin Pilot is a leader who is getting a lot of young middle class voters with him. Also, definitely he got the entire Gujar community in a very large numbers to vote for him to be the chief minister's face. And he has support beyond the community also. And Ashok Gehlot is a very, very, very able operator, knows the inside out, knows everybody. So it is a problem with two very, may I say like this, two very strong people, both strong in BJP, Congress. And one more difference. Sachin Pilot, they say, is liked by the Gandhis, that is the new Gandhis, Rahul and Priyanka. But Ashok Gehlot is not Captain Amarinder Singh. Captain Amarinder Singh and Rahul Gandhi had a bit of an issue or a tiff. Ashok Gehlot doesn't have any tiff with either Priyanka Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi. So that is also a difference you have to understand. So complex. Then let me come to the other complex and then discuss both. The other complex is Karnataka. Siddaramaiah is a popular leader, has his own support. He was a chief minister. In fact, in the last election, there was no doubt that in 2013 election, there was no doubt Siddaramaiah will become the chief minister. The party high command had agreed to him. He had a mass base, and the senior member Mallikarjun Kharge did not have that level of state support, and he bowed out. And it was very clear Siddaramaiah will be the chief minister. Now Siddaramaiah is the leader of opposition in the assembly, so he leads in the assembly. But his rival D.K. Shivkumar is a very strong candidate himself. He is the party president in Karnataka. And if you have heard of D.K. Shivkumar, he has a lot of financial resources. See, in politics, financial resources do play a part. If you are discussing politics, you cannot dismiss people with financial resources. People like Kamal Nath could not be dismissed, had to be made the chief minister because of financial resources. And this is not about Congress. This works in BJP also. This works in every party, that those with financial resources have a role. So Siddaramaiah as a chief minister obviously has an ex-chief minister has resources. So does D.K. Shivkumar have a lot of resources. Then D.K. Shivkumar belongs to a very influential community, caste group also. So there also it's a big fight where both leaders are popular. Both leaders have certain support, and the fight will go on. But the difference now I will discuss with you is, first let me discuss Rajasthan and then Karnataka. I've explained broadly the problem in both the states is similar. Will a generational shift happen? Will it not happen? Actually, D.K. Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah is not probably a generational shift, because I do not think the age gap would be that much between them. There would be an age gap, but I don't think so it will be that much. Okay. So let me check only. Siddaramaiah is 47 born. Okay. And when is D.K. Shivkumar? D.K. Shivkumar is 62 born. No, there is a 15-year age gap in them also. So, okay, there's a 15 years age gap. Rajasthan and Karnataka are different, because Karnataka now, what Rahul Gandhi, they both met Rahul Gandhi on Tuesday, and what Rahul Gandhi is saying and what a lot of people are saying, the elections are 2 years away. Elections are 2 years away, right? In those 2 years, they are saying we will go without a face. If they go without a face, then the fight is between D.K. Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah, and the fight will not be resolved, but the fight will become ugly as to whose people get ticket. Whose people get ticket. that would become one fight. Rajasthan, the fight is different because they are already in power. And they are in power for 2.5 years. Now, Sachin Pilot feels that if 2.5 years more happen, and Rajasthan usually every 5 years the government changes. So, what does he gain? What does he gain when the party is in power when he is not the chief minister? That is why he left the deputy chief minister post last year, and we saw all the crisis that happened. So, different situations. In opposition, you can keep fighting, but nobody is in power. Nobody is the chief minister. And in a state, the only post which matters is the chief minister at the top level, because the chief minister decides everything. So, Karnataka, the fight will go on, but will not be decisive. It will not be decisive because elections are 2 years away. And Karnataka, BJP also has a own crisis of Yedurappa. Would he remain the chief minister? Would he not remain the chief minister? So that is another thing. Second aspect, Rajasthan. I think Punjab is a lot about, beyond Sidhu and Captain Amrinder, about Rahul and Priyanka establishing that we are the high command and we will be listened to. We are the high command and we will ensure that Congress listens to us. And if this trend continues, they have to now come to a solution in Rajasthan. Solution in Rajasthan is tougher than the solution in Punjab, because Punjab, the election was only 6 months away. And I am told by some people that they told Captain Amrinder that we need Sidhu to win the election, and that will help you also, because you will win the election. So one, Punjab election was 6 months away, could not be denied, and they have taken the risk. Second, you want Yedurappa, I will tell you on Yedurappa. Second, Rajasthan election is 2.5 years away. And Karnataka, they are not in power. So all three are different states. The state nearest to the election, 6 months from the election, they have taken decision. I think the next decision will be on Rajasthan. They will either decide the party president in Delhi and promote Sachin Pilot to some very big post in Delhi and let chief minister be Ashok Gehlot, or you never know. They could promote Ashok Gehlot, which I don't think so he will agree. There are rumors that they are making a party president, could be Kamal Nath. There was one rumor, could be anybody else, could be Ashok Gehlot, could be anybody if the Gandhis don't become the president themselves. But in any case, in 6 months, they will have to decide these two, because the Pilot camp is obviously restless. They feel 2.5 saal ho gaya hai. If they don't get anything, what's the point? So I think it would be this. Now let me take one last question on Yedurappa. Why are they removing Yedurappa? There are rumors that they are removing Yedurappa. And I think that is more to do with internal party politics. See, internal party politics is also a very big issue. So BJP has a chief minister in Yedurappa. Last time they removed Yedurappa, he made his own party and BJP lost the election. Because again, Lingayat, and you are seeing how Lingayat Seers are coming, Lingayat Gurus are coming and supporting Yedurappa. And Lingayats is a big community which looks up to Yedurappa as its tallest leader, who's the chief minister. So the community, if it gets angry and votes against BJP or stays home, BJP loses, because this community votes are a big part of BJP votes. So the reason to remove him is very simple, I'll tell you. That is called internal party politics. Sometimes it could be that the center doesn't like you. Sometimes it could be that enough MLAs don't like you. So that is the internal party politics. And we have to see how the party politics goes. 26th, they are saying we will get to know, because the assembly, the MLAs are meeting, legislative party meet on 26th. So 26th, 27th, I think we'll get to know, is Yedurappa staying, or on completion of his 2 years, he will be removed from the power, and that is, we'll have to see. So anyways, thanks for joining. Do subscribe, and as every day in the night I meet you on the live, I will try to do a live tonight also. Yeah, Hindi pe or English pe. So please, those who understand both languages, please subscribe to both channels, English as well as Hindi. Thank you. One more thing. We may have to discuss this IT raids on Bhaskar and Bharat Samachar, UP. Lot of things have to be considered in this. So do join on that. Take care. Bye bye. Battery down.